Hey, hey, welcome back to Don't Run with Scissors. I'm Kelly, your favorite Jeep driving lawyer, mom of twins, 4 crazy rescue dogs, and a rescue cat who likes to craft in her spare time. If you're new here, welcome. Happy Easter. Go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. It sends me a message to boost my serotonin and my self esteem, and I could use both. And if you're a returning friend, welcome back. You already know the crazy you're in for, so grab your drink, sit on back, and let's have at it. First of all, for those of you who celebrate, happy Easter. It is Easter morning, and my kids are, well, Bean is up. She's already got cinnamon. Cinnamon rolls are a holiday tradition in my house. Usually we eat fresh kielbasa too, but since we're having sauerkraut and kielbasa for dinner, we're skipping that for breakfast. I don't know, it's the Polish girl in me. I don't know. It's just what we do. So, I've already been up for about an hour, and I have been working. I've got two massive things for work off my desk, so that's great. Later today, we're going to go spend some time with Paul. Y'all, I need a miracle. Plain and short of it, we need a miracle. I am not having that talk with my kids today. We're not doing that today. We're going to celebrate the fact that he's still here. We're going to go spend some time, maybe play some games, and do all the things, and be joyous. Then we have to go shower Kay, because, well, quite frankly, she stinks. Going from Thursday to Tuesday is too long of a span. The problem is that my back and hips is so bad that I'm struggling to walk, if I'm being honest. And so I can't do it alone. One second, my poor goose. So I found the best needle minder for me ever. Some of you may not agree, but my desk goose off of TikTok that Kevin got me, he has a magnet on his beak, obviously, because the paperclip is there. It's the best needle minder. When I'm done with the project, because we're cleaning and we're organizing and everything, and I don't know where my little case is that normally holds my needles when I'm done with the project. So my goose is holding them, and it makes me laugh. And the fact that it is wearing a red hoodie, as most of you know, I basically own red hoodies and I own black hoodies. I do own a couple gray sweatshirts, but for the most part, I own black and I own red, which is funny because I don't actually like the color red. I don't mind the color red, which is surprising to a lot of people because my Jeep is red, and I end up as a result, because my Jeep is red and I like to match my Jeep, I end up with a lot of red things. I don't mind red cars. I love red cars. I just don't generally wear red. I like wearing red or having red in my house. Well, let's just say whatever. My goose has a red matching hoodie, and I think it's funny. So my needle minder goose does not have a name. So there's that. Okay, I have, for haul, I bought a bunch of DMC. I bought the DMC to do the flamingo ornament with Kim. If you guys recall from Stony Creek, we now officially have in the buttons. So I have to send Kim her share of blending filaments and her buttons. But I bought the DMC. They were missing one color. Whatever. I bought... I had meant to start it Friday already got away with me with the phone call about Paul. And I'm not discussing that right now because I will start crying again, and I don't want to cry. It's Easter, and we're going to be joyous today, and we're going to be thankful for our blessings, and we have lots of blessings. Anyways, so I was going to start the memorial piece for my friend Ed, and for Ed's memorial. Ed is alive. That sounds really bad. Ed is here and alive. Well, he's in New York, not here. But much like I did the picture of Kate and her husband, I am doing, Ed's mom passed away, and I am doing a cross stitch. I'm doing a cross stitch of his mama. I don't know what the heck it is doing. So that's Ed's mama, and we're going to be cross stitching her, and she's beautiful. She's absolutely just, she was gorgeous, and she was just a wonderful person. And so we're going to create a pillow for him, and that seems to be the thing I gift people, and I love that I'm able to create something that you can just hug when you need that hug from that special person. And I love that. So we're going to create Mama Lappa, and I can't wait. So I bought the floss. I'm missing a few, but that's okay. That's okay. We're going to get started on her. Like I said, I meant to start her Friday. Kind of went to hell in a handbasket. That's okay. We got a lot of other stuff done. I am still managing to keep the table in check. And one of my chairs is cleared off. All I have to do is move my purse and my briefcase. And somebody can actually sit at the table with me. And for those of you who know me, know that that's a huge accomplishment. So I am still working with Atlas. Atlas is what I have named my chat GPT. And I will tell you, y'all, it's a little scary how much Atlas knows about me. And it only knows it because I tell it, and it connects the dots. But how helpful Atlas is. Like, Atlas keeps track of, like, if I tell it, hey, Atlas, remind me to take, I have one med that I take every other night, right? And so it reminds me every other night, because for a while there I was forgetting. It's not real helpful for migraine prevention if you don't take it. Just saying. Excuse me. So Atlas remembers. Atlas keeps track of, like, hey, remind me later we need to tackle this, or remind me later in the week we need to tackle this. It also analyzes based on, like, what my blood sugar is, what my pain levels are. If I've had if I have a court case in the morning, it adjusts my schedule to sort of maximize productivity, but also to prevent my body from crashing. And in general, it's really, really helpful in helping with minimizing that. And so I'm very grateful. I also have, it also, like, we're making good progress on the house and cleaning things out and whatnot. I've been a little busy with court and whatnot, and so that's kind of stalled progress. And that's okay. That's okay. Slow progress is still progress. And so that's, I heard a quote this week, and I'm going to share it with you guys now, and that's, if somebody is drowning, you don't give them a book on how to breathe underwater. Let me say that again. If somebody is drowning, you don't give them a book on how to breathe underwater. Hold with that thought. Hold, please. Okay. So, yeah. heard that quote, and that was like, woo, that one was hitting hard. Think about that. Yeah. Okay. So, other than DMC, we don't have any haul. Let me just double check. Yeah. No. Mm-mm. Told you.
No.
We go in waves on this channel on haul. Sometimes I'm like crazy shopper, buying all the things, and then for long times we go where we're not buying stuff. We're in the no buying stuff. I do want, the Attic was doing a Plum Street sampler exclusive for the 250th anniversary. They have now taken it off sale because apparently they got over 6,000 sales. It's real pretty though. And I was gonna go buy it, except for they're not taking orders anymore. Hold, please. Lizzie's cranky. I think it's the weather and stuff. I don't know. She's getting crankier. She's my like 16-year-old King Corso. So we will not be getting that anytime soon. That pattern. But if somebody had pre-ordered or gotten an extra copy and wants to pass it along, I will happily pay you for it. I'm not gonna pay like crazy amounts. If we're gonna charge crazy amounts for it, I'll wait till next year because I've got plenty of stuff to stitch between now and then. Right now, and it's funny because in my stitching group on Thursdays we have a chat on Facebook Messenger too, and a lot of people are like in the spring fever of let's kit up all the things, let's start all the things, and I'm over here going, it's spring, let's finish all the things. Let's finish all the things. So it's interesting to go back on my Flosstubes and to watch the transition of how I stitch. And I go in and I realize that I go in waves. It's really quite fascinating. At least to me it's fascinating. And so right now we're in this pendulum of finish all the things. Finish all the things. And I'm not starting a whole lot of new things. And I'm okay with that. Other people may not. But I am okay with that. Okay. So let's get back to what we're all here for. Kind of, maybe. I don't know what we're here for. Today is the last day of Lent. Did we make our 40 bags in 40 days? We did. We did. Did we go above and beyond? No, we did not. But we got 40, and that's what matters. And that includes organizing files on my computer and cleaning those out. That includes just all kinds of stuff. Are we going to keep going on it? Yes, but I'm not going to do that chart. We may start a new chart. Okay. As for my Jeeps, we are down. I have to color in one, but it is marked as done. We are now down on this on the first page. We're now down to the last two Jeeps. We had another finish. You'll see that in a second. Are we going to keep going on that? Yes, because our birthday sale is not over until October. Okay. First up on the stitching. So those of you who know, I folded and I'm playing Stitching Survivor, and that's okay. Listen, it's so good. One of my pieces that I'm stitching on is the Quaker Flag by the Vivsters. And I love this. And I had to pick up, in order to finish my last of the navy motifs, I had to pick up an extra skein. I had to pick up a skein of 940 to finish half a motif. I was so pissed. Ooh, those are pretty. Perfect. For a while there, we were overdoing our cinnamon buns. The last two batches have been perfection. By the way, Dolene is the name we decided on for our sourdough starter, and we made our first batch of bread from Dolene, and I did overcook it a little bit, which made it a little tough. Which made it a little tough, but she was yummy. So I have to feed her again and we'll likely start to make another bread dough today. It's super easy. What it's easy to do, but it is time consuming. Like, I was surprised at that. So, anyways, back to Quaker flag. So I had to go back. So I finished that motif, but in the meantime, we did start the red stripes. Oh, I love her. She's so pretty. So I'm starting also to outline. Each of the motifs is outlined in this really dark navy. It's 9:34. So I am stitching this on 18 count Atomic Ranch Cloud. Sky. It's sky. The color is sky. Cloud is a little bit more mottled with white in it. I actually like cloud better than sky, but I love both of them, and I use them quite regularly. So we did hit just over 25%. Finally. And so the goal is, when this is done, I will start One Nation, which is the flag with the states listed as the stripes. I know Kim keeps pressuring me to start One Nation now. I've had One Nation kitted up longer than I've owned this pattern. And for some reason we started, anyways, One Nation is kitted up and ready to go. But no, we're not doing that. We are not doing that. Okay. The other thing, I am working on is Ask Not by the Rusting Eagle. I do really like this pattern. I have elected, I had Atlas show me a mock-up of what it would look like without this center motif. So basically pushing the flowers up to here. And I like it so much better. So that is what I will be doing. I'm going to eliminate this center stuff. I am just stitching it on some oatmeal Aida in 14 count. I know. It seems like, I used to stitch only on 14 count because that's what I knew, and that's what I had learned on. And now it just feels like 14 count is so huge that it's crazy. So this is where we're at. So I'm kind of in this push for a finish on this, just because without him. But I will tell you, those flowers, those are beast. But this one is good for when I just need to zone out on stitching right now. But we got quite a bit done. So we're going to keep pushing away on that. I am going to add this to my Stitching Survivor piece because you'll see I actually did get a finish on one of my Stitching Survivor pieces. That's all the stitching, the actual stitching, other than my finish that I got done. So, whoops. I'm back. I'm like, Batman. Okay. Apparently the boy is up now. And he just came and stole a cinnamon roll. It's okay. Alright. So, Friday, I ended up pulling out my sewing machine. That's really what's taking up majority of the space on my table. And I did some sewing. And I'm glad I did, because I got Bella a pillowcase done. It's got French seams, which is, for those of you who don't know what a French seam is, because I know people talk about it, but they don't really explain what it is. A French seam is when you capture the raw edges inside of almost like a little pocket, right? So you sew them wrong sides together, and then you flip them out and you sew them right sides together, so that you don't have a raw edge anywhere, right? It's all capsule. So that's a front seat. So Bella has a new pillowcase, and I am desperately in need of pillowcases for some reason. I don't know. All of a sudden, all of our pillowcases have gone to hell in a handbasket. I worked on the blocks for Kay's quilt. And for those of you who don't know, I do love to sew. I hate to iron. I bought a new iron, and it actually is a lovely iron. And I'm glad I thought, it's like, why do you wait? Like, I don't have, like, I have, like, the $20 Black & Decker easy, like, Walmart. But I hate ironing. I hate ironing. I will sew all day long, but I hate ironing. I ironed my quilt blocks. So I have all of my 20 blocks done for Kate. They need to be trimmed up, and then I can lay them out with you alternate those squares with solids of the same fabrics, and then it's got the borders. So I am hoping, I don't know, with today's schedule, I was kind of hoping to be able to stitch them to at least trim everything up, because I have quite a bit of trimming of stuff to do. The other one that I worked on, and this proved to be quite difficult because apparently reading directions was not my thing. Whatever. I bought the fabric for this to make for Paul. Paul went to Ohio State for several years. He's a big Buckeye fan. I am not. I am not. Okay, let's just go blue. Go blue. Go blue. Unless you're playing college Division I hockey, and then it's go Bulldogs. Okay. With everything going on, I pulled this out to work on. And I had pulled it out a while ago to make sure I had all of the fabrics, and I do, and whatnot. So I decided to start working on this. Well, each of these little yard is actually two pieces, two strips. So in my brain, I was thinking, okay, they alternate. So I was doing alternate. So then I had to undo all of my strips, because it's actually two. Because if I had read the pattern, I would know that. So I have to trim up my squares, but I have my yard lines done. And I even have the backing fabric for this, because I ordered, special order back then, the Ohio State fabric, licensed fabric. So I'm hoping to get that trimmed up so that I can then start laying out the applique. Because each yard line number, and then the yard line numbers. Okay, so this is not the original pattern. This is somebody did this, right? Because this looks really cool. This looks meh. Meh. This is meh. This is cool. I'm not even a Buckeye, but this is cool. This is meh. Why would you do it in yellow? And that's not my printer. That was literally their picture. So I'm going to assume it's their picture, because it's got a green undertone. But meh. But this was cool. This is what I'm creating. Well, okay. So I have to print out. They give you the yard line numbers, but I have to design the O and then print out the Ohio State Buckeye fabric letters to applique. So, and I went to the blog that's supposed to have the pattern, and the blog is not showing up anymore. So I don't know what to tell you. So I guess if you want the pattern, let me know. If you want to, I don't know. I don't know. Is that bad now? Sorry. That's why okay. So, anyways, so we did that. We did that. And then the other thing I do, I haven't finished. I have another finish. Well, I mean, I got Bella's pillowcase done, but I finished 13 folds. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. I don't know why, like, I have to hold it crooked. Apparently, I don't know. But I don't know how to finish it. I wasn't overly impressed with the finish on the pattern. It just seemed lackluster. Like, it could be so much more. But I also don't want it, like, super frou-frou, if that makes sense. I'm not a frou-frou finisher. Like, that sounds bad. Like, I love watching, who's it? Chrissy, Finally a Farm Girl. I love all her finishes. I can't see those in my house, though, right? Like, mostly because I can't imagine, how do you store all of those, like, with all of the bows and the flowers and the like, I don't have that much storage. Like, it just, like, that just seems impossible to me. Hang on one second. Hey, William. Okay, maybe he'll come get his present. I don't know. So I do need to work on Pandemic in order to get caught up on that, with Stitching Survivor. Now that's at, like, look, whatever, right? Here it goes. Here, the Easter Bunny got you a present. Can you call my phone, please? Apparently, I already bought this for him before, so we'll be giving this back to Amazon. So that is likely, between that and stitching, that is likely the next big move. But for now, I'm gonna go shower, have some cinnamon rolls, and get our day going. Because, yeah. So with that said, happy Easter, y'all. I hope you're not as discombobulated as I am. And go from there. So remember, you are smart, and you are beautiful, you are brave, and you are loved, you are needed, and you are wanted, and mostly, you matter. So I love you. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, y'all.